Shouldn't have went over. Mr. Garcia is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. We're here today for two reasons. One, because Republicans are in the pocket of big tech, and two, they want to distract us on their war on free speech and expression in the U.S. We all remember Trump's inauguration. The tech oligarchs were all there. Musk, Zuckerberg, Bezos, Cook, Pichet, and they looked like they won the presidency because they did. And they got what they paid for. Since taking office, Trump put out an AI action plan that could have been written by big tech, dropped enforcement provisions against tech companies, and tried to unlawfully fire two FTC commissioners who fought to hold these companies accountable. By the way, one successfully got back to work today, first day back. That's Rebecca Slaughter. Trump and his loyalists in Congress are also serving their corporate overlords by attacking the countries that actually try to rein in big tech. That's not innovation, that's corruption and oligarchy. The American people do not want corruption and oligarchy. They want leaders who have the backbone to stand up to big tech, to stop massive surveillance and protect data privacy and uphold freedom of speech. But the people least qualified to talk about freedom of expression are the ones that currently are cracking down on the First Amendment. As my colleagues have described, Trump and his fellow Republicans have banned words that the federal government can use. They've extorted media companies to punish news coverage they don't like, and they've weaponized the immigration system against people who have other views. They've suppressed economic data and other information that contradicts the propaganda machine and targeted medical research even and museum exhibits, all because they're afraid of words, history, and the truth. At the same time, Republicans are leading a historic crackdown on expression, and they're holding propaganda hearings like this and telling us to reject the evidence of our eyes and ears. Mr. K, thank you for being here today. As I mentioned, this administration is using the immigration system to suppress speech, as we've seen Mahmoud Khalil, Mohsen Madawi, Mario Guevara, and many others being targeted and detained because of their speech, and in Guevara's case, his reporting. Could you please comment on the ongoing weaponization of immigration to trample freedom of expression?
Yes, each of those examples are accurate. And I think that as we've heard so many different examples of crackdowns or alleged crackdowns on different kinds of speech in the UK or in Europe or in the United States, we just have to be honest that there are crackdowns happening in the United States. It's not it's entirely accurate to say these kinds of content-based restrictions and punishments in the US are very serious interferences with freedom of expression, and it would just be important to acknowledge that as we're talking about other kinds of restrictions as well.
Thank you for that. It's really important that we not allow arsonists to pretend that they're firefighters, and we must not let Republican lies prevail. I yield back.
Gentleman yields back. We will do one more, then unfortunately we have to